A gender non-conforming individual is shot during an attempted robbery, still unidentified after 6 years. Justin or Justine Doe, 2017. Once again I bring a relatively new case of an unidentified decedent, hoping that maybe it will reach the memory of one person, who perhaps remembered knowing or seeing this Doe not that long ago. This case has been written about on this subreddit for the Transgender Day of Remembrance in 2020, but I think that it's been long enough for it to be talked about again, given that this Doe remains unidentified 3 years later. We may never know how exactly this person identified in life, so I will do my best to avoid using pronouns, and will use they when it will be necessary. I will also use the two names they might have used together, as Justin or Justine. On the 24th of July 2017 at 3:48 in the morning, a person was transported to Grady Memorial Hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, U.S. They were shot in the stomach during an attempted robbery by the owner of the homestead in Beechwood Forest Drive in Lithonia, when the decedent continued to walk towards him in a basement. The homeowner likely didn't face any charges, as it was considered a justifiable shooting. There was just one thing this person managed to say about themselves. During their way to the hospital, they told the EMPs that their name was Justine/Justin, it wasn't clear which one. They've succumbed to their wounds and died at the hospital. They were 5 foot 7 inch to 5 feet 8 inches, 67 to 68 inch 170 to 173 centimeter, and weighed 228 pounds, 104 kilograms, and were Black African American. They were AMAB, assigned male at birth, but it's possible that they didn't identify as male and lived their life under a different identity. They were also described as below 40 in one place, but that got narrowed down to 20 to 30 years old. They've had no tattoos or scars, but some people claim to see a healed scar on their chest on their post-mortem. Their hair was black, braided and coarse, about a few inches in length, but it's also worth noting that they were wearing a wig/weave during the robbery, but we don't know how it looked like other than it was dark brown/black. Their eyes were brown, and they've had a dark stubble on their face. Their left earlobe was pierced, but there was no earring in it. They were wearing a white bra, black shorts and black briefs. One article says that they were also wearing a burgundy shirt, but there's no such info on NAMUS. Perhaps the EMPs removed it on the way to the hospital. One would think that a person who looks so noticeably different in a small community would be quickly identified, but it's been years and they still remain nameless. Apparently, people who lived in Lithonia have noticed a masculine person with a feminine presence that would ride on a bike in the neighborhood sometimes, but nobody knew this person's name. So who was Justin or Justine? Where are the people who miss them, and wonder what happened to them? What drove them to break into someone's house? We will never know, until we'll find someone who remembers Justin or Justine. With trans or gender nonconforming, there's always a problem of possibly only finding out their dead name, the one that was given to them at birth and with which they don't identify with anymore, but not the name they've used in life, because they didn't get to change their documents, for example. There's also a chance that they didn't stay in contact. Trans or gender non-confirming people are sadly too often estranged from their biological families who don't accept their identity. That means that there was someone out there that loved Justin or Justine and embraced their identity who won't know that they've sadly passed away because they're not their biological family, and things like DNA genealogy won't track them down. There's no info on if their DNA was taken, but given that it's such a recent case, there's a high chance that it was. If you believe that you have any info regarding Justin's or Justine's identity, contact DeKalb's County Medical Examiner's Office at 404-508-3524, case number 17-1022, ask for Deandra DeWalt, Medical Examiner Investigator, or call the DeKalb County Police Department at 770-724-7715, case number 17-073185. Sources: mind you that all use he/him pronouns and call this Doe a man. Nam U.S. Warning. Post-mortem. Fox 5 Atlanta. DeKalb County, Georgia, has 2 facial sketches, a feminine and masculine presenting one. It's case number 17-1022.